All right, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about the new Chicago Bears Stadium. So the new Chicago Bears Stadium was announced back earlier this year, and at that time was planned on being built near Soldier Field, which is their current field, right south of it, along the same area, the same plot with the kind of same park and museum area all together. And this was set to be a $3.2 billion stadium, so very expensive. So that was the original plan. Now they had other sites that they were thinking about building at. One of them is an old hospital site, which they had originally ruled out due to, I believe, size concerns or something like that, safety concerns or something. I'm not sure what for, but that site is actually just about a mile south of this site right here. It's about a mile south farther down. And that site is being considered again. So we'll kind of take a look at these two things here. We'll take a look at the original plan, why they are thinking about changing this plan to the other site, and whether that site will maybe work or not. So yeah, this is the old, or not the old because it's still under consideration, but this was the original kind of proposal here, and it was to build the stadium right on the shore of the lake, right south of where the current field is, and to kind of build a park area around that with a lot of open space and a lot of, area that's open year round to the public with shops and restaurants and stuff like that, kind of a public plaza sort of thing. And it's right next to a museum as well. So it would be a big public area. Now, this would cost about $3.2 billion. And the team was going to put up a good chunk of money, I believe. From one thing I saw, it said $2 billion or 70% of the project would be provided by the Bears, and the other would be needed of public funding. So, that's a lot from the actual team. It's not like they're saying the public funding should cover more than half of the entire thing. So it's nothing crazy there. But at the same time, that is still $1.2 billion from the public for a stadium, which is a lot of money on its own. That's a lot. $3.2 billion for a stadium is a very high price tag. Obviously, there's more coming along with it, with the public area, the shops, the restaurants sort of thing, development going up here, of course. So, there is more benefit than just the stadium going out. But we can take a look at a few of the renderings here. I mean, they're really nice. I mean, the whole site looks actually really nice to me. It's got it's got the modern, I don't know what type of stadium you call it. I mean, obviously it's dome, but like the Allegiant Stadium. I can't remember the name of the stadium in Arizona. It's got that sort of vibe to it, of those modern stadiums, and stuff like that. And the area around it is very nice, as well. This is kind of an odd rendering. It's like there's supposed to be a window here. I don't know if this is the backside or something like that. It might just be the backside, but it's a little odd here. But yeah, I mean, it's a very nice stadium. You can see you have these, public areas to be around. They have these column walkways or whatever. Kind of reminds you of like the World's Fair grounds in Chicago back a long time ago. Kind of reminds you of that. I think that's probably what these are inspired by. I think it's cool. A lot of people always complain about, oh, we don't build cool stuff anymore. And then when something like this is proposed with, like cool public areas, people are like, I don't want to pay for it though. So I'm not saying one or the other, like, oh, we should spend money on this. Obviously, it's cool to have and stuff like that, but I'm not saying, oh, we should spend money on this and not other projects. But, I feel like people need to decide, oh, we can't just build this stuff for free. But you know what I mean. So yeah, we can kind of look at some more renderings here. You have a huge window right here that you can see the skyline from, which is a really nice feature. I'm going to assume this is facing away from the sun, and they're not going to pull a Dallas where you have the sun rays blocking the players during the middle of the game, or maybe they'll have curtains. Who knows? But yeah, they're going to have a real big window here where you can see the skyline, which I guess is facing north. But yeah, that's what's going on right there. Here you can see the inside. You can see the skyline at night right there. Obviously, the stadium is going to be pretty similar to these other modern stadiums, like I said earlier. So that's all the renderings for the current design of the stadium. There aren't any renderings for what it would be like at the other site, which again is an old hospital site that's been sat vacant and has been needing redevelopment for quite a while now. So that was originally looked at to be a place for this before they decided on doing it right south of the current field. But they are looking at it again, as the public funding has not appeared for this project. It looks like the public was not wanting to fund the part of the stadium that they were going to be, in the deal with the Bears. So they're kind of at a limbo right now. Nobody really knows what's going to be happening, if they're going to build it here, if they're going to build it at the other site. Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Obviously, let me know your thoughts on this, whether you think that this stadium is way too expensive, the public shouldn't be paying for it, or if you think it is a worthy investment in this stadium. They talk a lot about how they're going to try to host Super Bowls, Final Fours for the NCAA. They're going to try to host other events and bring a lot of revenue to the city. That's kind of their pitch for why the public should be paying some part of this for the stadium. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.